Alright, I'm just going to address the elephant in the room really quickly. I haven't uploaded in over a month. Had some other stuff going on, and to be quite honest with you, I think I just got lazy, so that's just on me. I gotta do better. I gotta continue to upload. We missed so many different things this past month. The Queen of England died. Grand Theft Auto 6 got leaked in terms of gameplay and actual footage and things like that. That hacker got arrested. There's this new trending content creator called Nadia, who's a Call of Duty quote-unquote pro player, and apparently a lot of people are accusing her of cheating, including the has-been Call of Duty pro esports player Doug Censor Martin. What's going on, everybody? Cryptix. And yeah, there's a lot to break down here, but that's basically the backstory with this particular Nadia girl. She's actually pretty smart when it comes down to marketing herself. She uses the persona of her being a female that is quote-unquote good at Call of Duty to make all of the incels, all of the Call of Duty nerds angry over the fact that she's good at the game, apparently, and a girl. And she's using this whole cheating debacle, people accusing her of cheating, to get even more clout because it gets even more people mad, hence more engagement. And that's how she's been really able to grow pretty tremendously. Like, we're talking, honestly, like millions upon millions of views on TikTok, thousands and thousands of likes on YouTube and things like that. She's got a bunch of subs on Twitch. She's just overall like knows what she's doing when it comes to building up her clout and her fame, right? There's actually a lot of, you really can't say like 100% proof when it comes to the actual things people are calling out about her, but there are some pretty suspicious clips of her in certain situations. I'll try to just show one. She was on like Rebirth Island and she was chasing some guy on the second floor in this building, and what she does is she peeks in the corner of this room, just like not even like, you know, second guessing or anything like that. Peeks into this room. The guy isn't exactly in that room, but he is exactly behind that very wall. So people are assuming that she's, you know, got some type of wall hacks. She also looks at another monitor on her screen and then looks back at her gaming monitor. So a lot of people are saying she's got another monitor with like, you know, wall hacks and things like that. And then she's looking at the main monitor when she's actually trying to get the person or kill the person in the match, right? So there's that. She also was flown out to the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 event. It was a LAN event, so she wasn't able to like use a VPN. And for those of you that don't know, you can use a VPN and get like these really like, you know, easy lobbies for easy kills to make yourself look even better than you actually are. But when you're on LAN mode, meaning, you know, you're basically hooked up to like some type of server via a wired server, and you're playing against other Call of Duty players that got invited to this event, well, she wasn't doing that well. In fact, her movement was pretty trash in comparison to, you know, what she does on stream. Granted, it's a different game, but she wasn't even able to aim properly, so some people are saying she was using a Cronus, which is basically this controller attachment that makes you have zero recoil, but because, again, she was at the event, she couldn't have any of those tools at her disposal, and, you know, she just was not good at the event. She streamed a good chunk of it, and a lot of people just were like, wow, if this doesn't expose Nadia for cheating, what will, you know? So she wasn't doing well. She wasn't aiming her gun properly. She wasn't, like, peeking things or, like, peeking, like, the doorways or walls or anything like that. Overall, just, like, a mediocre gameplay that she was able to capture at the event. Now, granted, again, we still don't know 100% for certain if she is cheating, but that's basically the backstory around Nadia, right? Like, there are clips of her, you know, looking at other monitors. There's clips of her peeking walls where the enemy is actually not exactly there, but behind that wall. She's aiming sometimes, like, before the enemy even shows up, just at the perfect time. You know, again, like, she wasn't able to control the recoil on her gun when she was at this LAN event, at this Modern Warfare 2 event where she couldn't use a VPN. So yeah, that's basically what I've been able to gather about her. I probably could find like a bunch of other clips for proof, but that's essentially the backstory. The real thing here is that Doug Censor Martin basically is this has-been Call of Duty pro esports player, right? Like, the main reason he actually, like, and this is just my personal opinion, but I'm just going to throw shots and shade this way. Doug Censor Martin, actually, I don't think he's dating her anymore, but he had, like, a very attractive Spanish Weather Channel girl. And she was basically dating him, but they had a language barrier. But Doug knew that he could make money off of her being in the thumbnails and in the videos and things like that because people are going to watch, right? You know what I'm saying? And he was able to get a lot of clout on his YouTube channel, on his Twitch and things like that because he had this attractive girl. It had nothing to do with his content or if he was good at the game or not. He was basically like vlogging or, you know, doing prank videos or maybe even doing some like gameplay videos with his girlfriend in the face cam. So he really got his clout from his girlfriend. I'm just going to keep it a $150 with you, right? So after, you know, the past couple of weeks of Nadia, you know, really growing, really getting popular, Doug Censor Martin says, oh, I have proof of her cheating, and, you know, calls out a bunch of other Call of Duty esports players that played Vanguard, the most recent Call of Duty, competitively. So he's going off on Twitter. He's got, you know, this damning evidence. He's, you know, talking about it and things like that. And people are like, finally, someone actually caught Nadia for cheating. That's what everyone is basically waiting on in terms of, you know, Nadia's rise to fame. This Call of Duty player that has like a crazy like 8 or 9 KD when they're playing Warzone, one of the most competitive game modes, not to mention their skill-based matchmaking in that. So Nadia's just consistently better than everyone else when she's home streaming but can't aim to save her life when she's actually at a LAN event where she can't use a VPN or any of her hacks because, you know, other athletes, other Call of Duty athletes are, you know, looking over her shoulder and things like that. So basically Doug's like, you know, talking about how he's going to expose her, builds this whole, you know, persona up of the video that he's basically going to release to the public. And, you know, he gets a good amount of clout from that because, again, like I said before, he's a has-been Call of Duty esports pro player, right? And I think right now he's like a coach for, like, I want to say it's kind of similar to like the NBA G League, right? Like, it's not real pros. It's like the people that are trying to either work up to the pros or they're just not good enough for the pros. Well, he basically coaches one of those teams. He doesn't have a lot of clout anymore on YouTube or Twitch or things like that. He never was like a top Call of Duty player to begin with. Again, most of his clout, you know, really came from having that girlfriend, but he got some subs, he got some following, he got some likes from building up this whole thing about how he's going to release proof that Nadia is cheating. And then what he actually ends up releasing is just like laughable. I'll just show you the clip really quickly. So yeah, that's basically it. And the funny part is that Nadia actually like replied and ratioed him to oblivion and said, thank God I like girls, or something along those lines. Thank God I don't like men. Something like that, right? So that is essentially the situation. And honestly, like my personal opinion, if there is more suspicious footage or more suspicious clips of Nadia cheating versus not cheating, I'm more leaning towards the fact she's got to be using something, whether it's just the VPN or a, you know, type of wall hack or something like that, because there's just so much footage out there of her acting sus, of her, you know, looking at another monitor, of her, you know, not being good at an actual public event where everyone can see what her setup is. Like, that's my personal take on it, but we still have to wait and see if there's ever going to be legitimate proof. Maybe she'll, you know, mess up one day like some of these other quote-unquote Call of Duty competitive players and, like, you know, stream and then accidentally show her wall hacks or something like that, right? But I hope you all did enjoy this video. I hope it was, you know, a great return for me for the 2 people that watched it. Don't forget to drop a like, subscribe if you guys are new, comment down below what you think about this situation, and I'll see you in the next video. I'm Cryptix, going to probably play Call of Duty and play it without any hacks or cheats, because I don't do that type of thing, and signing off.